Hi everybody, it's Friday, June 14th, 2024, almost the summer solstice, and I'm down in one of my happy spots on the banks of the Fraser River, where you can see 6 cities, 2 countries, a province and a state. So behind me, where those bridges are, that is from the city of Surrey into Port Coquitlam. The mountains you can see back there are Pitt Meadows and Maple Ridge. And that's Surrey behind me. Where those bridges are is New Westminster, Surrey on the south side, New Westminster on the north side, Burnaby, and then behind me is Coquitlam and Port Coquitlam. And the mountains right behind me are North Vancouver, the city of North Vancouver. I don't know if you can see, there's a really beautiful cumulus cloud behind me. And the sun is still quite high in the sky. It's just beautiful. So I had a very quiet day today. I'm posting these videos as a journal to deal with the trauma of watching my little brother be killed. I believe he was killed by being sedated to death. He had some kind of brain trauma on April 13th. I was not told until April 15th. And I was only allowed to visit him 10 minutes, 3 times a week. You know, they said he's dying, but I can only visit him 10 minutes, 3 times a week. But I just sat in the hallway of Burnaby General Hospital for 10 to 12 hours every day, where I was in court trying to restore our visits. So today was just a very quiet day. I didn't get very much accomplished. I'm just trying to let you get the best view. But my screensaver is just pictures on my computer, family photos. And one is a photo of our whole family as it was before Paul was born. And when I was about 6 months old, and we're on some kind of boat in Ontario, I suppose. And I'm sitting on my nun sister's lap. So the nun sister, who lives she's 81 now, lives 4,000 kilometers away in North Bay, Ontario, fabulously wealthy due to land grants for residential schools. She owns huge tracts of land on the Lake Nipissing in North Bay, Ontario. But anyways, back then, she would have been 17. And I'm sitting, a little 6-month-old baby sitting on her lap. And it's just a beautiful picture. She's in a red dress. She looks sad. She didn't look happy. But I thought, man, how do families come from this? From me being a sweet little 6-month-old baby sitting on my 17-year-old sister's lap, to her depriving me and my little brother of our visits for 588 days. Just sadistic, traumatic, cruel, barbaric, and all paid for by, unfortunately, you, the British Columbia taxpayer. I brought a letter every single day to the office that had Paul's file, begging for just a meeting with the BC government. I understand that the British Columbia elections are coming up soon. Please do not vote for the New Democratic Party. They presided over this horrific experience. Governments can't do everything, but they can do something, and they did nothing. They were very proud of the fact. Tina Mason was the government's lawyer through the Attorney General's office, and she was very proud. She said, I'm not going to communicate with you because you're not the guardian. So I couldn't complain about my brother's treatment. And as I've said before, it will never be the guardian that complains about the incapable adult's treatment. It'll always be people that are complaining about the guardian. So consider that when you're voting this upcoming election in British Columbia, which has fallen, I came out here in 1973 as a 17-year-old to go to university. I've raised 2 children here who are upstanding citizens. I've worked and contributed to the tax base my whole life. I've always been working, raising a family, gainfully. I employed other people. Anyways, those are my thoughts for today. I'm starting to ramble, but just want to give you one more view. And at one point, as I was walking down here, 2 Canada geese flew past the moon. So I could see the moon, even though the sun hasn't set yet. And 2 Canada geese flew past the moon. It was like that Neil Young song, Helpless. Big birds flying across the skies, making shadows on our eyes. Just beautiful. What a beautiful. Get out and walk. Walking cures everything. Take it from me.